Hey there. So I've been trying to grow my Canva app for the last couple of days, and I wrote this very detailed description of the things I tried and if they worked or didn't work. And some of you reached out and wanted more information. So here it is. I'm going to go through all of the things that I tried and give you more information about how I did them. For context, here is the Canva the app that I'm building. Basically, it lets you create social media carousels with AI. Okay, let's start with TikTok. That's where I started off. So what I did was I went on TikTok and just started looking up Canva, people that were creating Canva tutorials, and just started like messaging them. So this is the copy that I used. As you can see, like nobody really answered back on these, so it was kind of a wash. One of the funny things I found is when you ask on TikTok or like when you start liking a specific type of post, so only Canva ones, TikTok will start sending you more of that. So I never really had to find or like search for Canva people. They actually already were given to me, and I would just watch their things if it made sense, uh, click on their profile, and then send them a message. By the way, even if you're not connected with this person, you're able to send a couple of messages for free. So I did this, didn't really work out. So number two is posting on founder communities. So I try to lead with a lot of value. So this post is actually an example of that. I posted this yesterday and did quite well. And it basically does a deep breakdown of like the growth strategies I tried. And you probably read it as well. But I ended up copy pasting these and posting into different communities. So here is Rev Genius that I'm part of, and Mike was nice enough to sort of say some good things about the post I posted. But it's got a lot of value, and that just builds up positive um, like backing behind, like people want to actually help you when you share something of value. So that I've been doing that here. There's a couple of other communities also I posted. So for example, the LOI. So I posted a version of that thread here, and a couple of people enjoyed that as well. So I'll actually do this with anything of value that I've created, and I would try to post them in different founder communities, and that I've seen work really well. Number three is Reddit. So Reddit is a good one because you could actually go on Reddit and say, "Hey, I wanna, do Canva, whatever, like this," and then try to like leave comments on all of these threads, like being like, "Hey, here's my app." That's not the best way I found. So the best way actually is to start off with Google. So if I go on google.com, I will go carousel maker. Uh, Carousel maker like Reddit. So I'll just come up with like different queries that my users will want to write in Google or in Reddit, and I would just like it will just give me like 10, 12 of the top posts, and then I'll like go through one of each and try to leave a comment here. So for example, like this is the top one. I'll just be like, okay, this person is trying to create a Canva. I'll try to leave a valuable comment and then a link to my app from here. And I would do this for each of these items here. The reason you want to do it this way is because there might be 100 other posts, but like they're not getting any traffic. These ones are, so might as well just keep leaving comments on these ones. So for example, this could be one. This could be another one. Can I make carousels in Canva Reddit? And okay, so there's these ones, best way to create carousels. And then here I would say, uh, oh, love this tool. Um, Canva also has a lot of templates that you can use. And then I would like, for example, like leave a link here and I would say, uh, by the way, I'm building an AI tool that does this within Canva as well. So I'll just leave something like that. So a valuable comment up top and then a link to my app at the bottom. And I've just done that for like 50 or 60 posts. And that's the 80-20 principle that I follow here. All right, the next one up is newsletters. So there's a bunch of newsletters that are that I've just like found randomly, and so one of them is called OpenTools.ai. It's just a newsletter or like a website around the latest AI tools, and I sponsored them. So here's the item, the featured listing, and also a part of their in the news spot in the newsletter as well. So I've just found a bunch of these newsletters and just spent the money to get the clicks for the day. And this is a daily newsletter, so the open rates are really good. So I just like done that. Newsletters work really well. The only thing is it's one and done. Once you put the money in and the newsletter goes out, you'll have a lot of clicks and it goes back down to zero again. Product hunt. So I did product hunt and that went really well. Um, what I found on product hunt, so if I go to products, Carousel Studio, so one of the biggest things I found on Product Hunt to win, I've actually had a product, so we got 440 upvotes. I've had products that have worked for, um, like I worked on one product for about a year and a half, and it got to when I launched on Product Hunt, it got like 5 upvotes. So two tips here. One is working with a hunter. So I worked with Ben Lang, who's very known. And so his following was able to, we were able to bring his following in very early when the launch day was, and that gives a lot of boost. And then once you have the early boost, you just start showing up in the product hunt like top 3 spots, and anybody that comes in, they're just going to upvote your thing. So if you're early up top, you basically have a pretty much a free ride after that. That's one. Number two is you don't want to keep spamming every community with like upvote my product, which what everybody does. I take a different approach. So what I do is I'll have 5 or 10 stories lined up about the product. So this could be how I came up with the idea, how I pivoted along the way, the things that worked, the things that didn't work, and all of them at the bottom will have a CTA to like, hey, we're on a product hunt, but that's not what the post is about. So by doing that, you build a lot of people are basically starting to tune out those upvote my product thing because they seem very self they're like selfish, right? So if you start with value again, with like your journey of creating the product, then you earn a bit of trust, and then you can ask them to upvote at the end, and that worked really well. So I had 10 pieces like that planned out for the launch, and I would just post every hour, and that was really good. I wonder if I can show one of them. I might not be able to actually. Yeah, but I might not be able to. But yeah, so I had a couple of stories like that lined up of like how I came up with the product idea. LinkedIn ads. Here's if you've been watching, by the way. Here, go to this URL and you can get some free ad credits. I actually use this and I got $150, and then I took that money and then I spent it on LinkedIn ads. The thing with LinkedIn ads, here's my ads dashboard. For the longest time, I didn't actually know how to use this thing. It's very confusing. Um, but now that when I look at the results, it says about 30 cents, 30 cents spent um, per click. So we got like 400, 300 clicks for $100 that was spent. I don't know if that's good or bad. I think it's fine. I need to compare it to my newsletters and see how well they went. But generally, if you have some money for LinkedIn ads, you can run them. I don't trust them though. I don't think that they were that well performing. So, and also it's very difficult to set these up. It's not. So the last thing I want to show here is how I've been keeping track of all of these growth activities. Canva gives you 3 numbers. So there's app listing views for the last 30 days, and then how many people install the app, and then how many people actually use the app. So I take those numbers every day, monthly views, installs, and actives here. And I then find out the change between them day over day. This shows me of like the activity that I'm doing, which is in this B column, and then what change it had on the numbers. This is awesome because then I can find out the conversion rate. So I know for sure that if I listing video install is like about 30%. And what's funny is the trend is pretty much consistent across. Doesn't matter how many activities that I did. If I did 0 activity or like if I did a couple, the conversion rate is pretty similar. So listing video install, and then I have another conversion from install to usage. But if I just multiply these two, I get to about 22%. What this means is if I send 100 people on the landing page, about 20 of them will actually use the app, right? So it becomes almost a formula for growth of how many people I can like push through to the landing page to get to 10K, which is the number I'm trying to reach, usages. And yeah, the trend is pretty consistent. It's been going changing a little bit, but it's not a big deal. So one of the calculations that I do here now is I want to get to 10K usages, and then this formula just predicts how many top of funnel people I need here. And so these are the total amount of people I need. And then I take this number and then I minus it with the monthly views I'm getting. And this shows me how many additional people I need to send through the funnel. So you see this, like all the activities I'm doing, the number of additional people I need has been going down and down and down every day. That means I'm pushing in more people top of the funnel. They're converting to more users, and I need to send about 600 more people to get to my 10K number here. Anyway, so I just found this like very statistical way to um, like grow my have my growth numbers sort of move in a line, and I think this is really helps me understand what's working and what's not. All right, I hope this was useful. Yeah, let me know in the comments.